Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, formed out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander YAHANNA. We are the home of the truth. This is the I.S.U.P.K Feast of First Fruits. Get out of hand. You understand? Let's get out of hand. In the Christian churches, we've all come out of the Christian church. Most of us, 99% of us have come out of the Christian church. And what we done at the Christian church was we made sure that we was there for Easter service. We made sure we was there for Christmas Eve service, late night, midnight service, where we stayed up there all night like it's a lock-in. We was there for Valentine's Day service. What they got? They got a service for everything, huh? But one thing we did not do is serve the Lord in His true high holy days according to the Bible. Well, in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, that is exactly what we do. We've come to teach our people, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, exactly what the Bible tells us to do on the days that the Lord has given us. You understand? And what we should do is, we're going to hear a constant theme of this throughout the night, is that we should treat these high holy days with the same vigor, with the same enthusiasm that we were treating our holy day, our so-called holy days when we were in the world. On Christmas, that we prepare for Christmas 3, 4, 5 months in advance, putting money away in a Christmas fund just so we can have something to give our kids. We bought Easter suits and Easter dresses in January for April. You understand me? We did a whole lot of preparing for these so-called feasts, these so-called festivals, these so-called holidays. We're going to make sure that we do the same thing for the Lord in the days that He has given us. With that, I.M.A.D.I.M, which means to stand. Salaki. Sister, you can sit down. Y'all can sit down right quick for sister. Is one coming up first? Yeah, so I got a bunch more. Y'all can run by Yahweh by Yashala. Yahweh by Shim Al Shabrakata.
Shalom.
Shalom. All right, sisters, I.M.A.D.I.M, which means to stand. We're going to do the prayers in the Hebrew and the English. I.M.A.D.I.M Wapanyaha Kwadam Sar, which means to turn and face the east. We'll start with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Qadash, I.S.U.P.K, Yahweh, Malakutka, Daba'a, Ratazaka, I.S.U.P.K, Baratiza, Kawa, Bashamayim, Natalanawa, Lakam, Call, Yawam, Wasalaklanawa, Kabwakwafnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabwakwafnawa, Wala'a, Nabiya Ainawa, Manasaya one, Abal, Awashainawa, Bayan, Rad, Kaya, Laka, Amalakwa, Wa'ala, Wahatapara, I will love you, Aman.
In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debt as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
The power, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahweh.
Baba Kusha.
Baba Kusha.
Natalanawa.
Natananawa.
Hakak.
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 Larapa'a.
Larapa'a.
Call Makala.
Call Makala.
Wakal Madawa.
Wakal Madawa.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Ha Matazarayim.
Hamatazarayim.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Lahakwayam.
Lahakwayam.
Habatiyam.
Hamatiyam.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Al-Rakawa.
Al-Rakawa.
Hatama Allah.
Hatama Allah.
Lagarishan.
Lagarishan.
Bahashim Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahweh.
The water Aman.
Lord Aman. In the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Blessed Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahweh.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wayasha Allah.
Wayasha Allah.
Wahabaya.
Wahabaya.
Saparia.
Saparia.
Barak.
Barak.
Bahashim Yahweh.
Bahashim Yahweh.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. In the English. Lord.
Lord.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'a.
Asha'a.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
All Haharyam.
All Haharyam.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'a.
Yaba'a.
Izaria.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemayim.
Shemayim.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
All Yathan.
All Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
All Yanawam.
All Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Hana.
La'a.
La'a.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
All Yah.
All Yah.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'a.
La'a.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makara.
Makara.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Athapashka.
Athapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'atka.
Taza'atka.
Wabawa Aka.
Wabawa Aka.
Ma'aita.
Ma'aita.
Wa'ai Awalam.
Wa'ai Awalam. In the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
From which cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help coming from the Lord.
My help coming from the Lord,
Which made the heaven and earth.
which made the heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in
From this time forth,
from this time forth
even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
All Damayah.
All Dalayah.
Lakab.
Lakab.
All with all the Karash.
All thy Qadash.
With all.
All.
Dashakwat.
Thy Shequat.
All.
All.
Kayahana.
YAHANNA.
Our Yabuka.
Our YAHANNA.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahweh Yawan.
Wayashanayika.
Wayashanayika.
Nasa Awa.
Lashawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Imaka.
All Amrika.
Ira Yamwa.
Our Yahweh.
Sawad.
So what?
Wayata ya Tazawa.
Wayashanayika.
Al Tazapawanyaka.
All times of Wanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidan.
Wanakakidan.
Magaya.
Magaya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yasakar.
Yasakar.
Sham Yasa'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Iwad.
Iwad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa Tazawa.
Wayatazawa.
La.
La.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Alyaka.
Alyaka.
Barya.
Barya.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarakwa.
Ahoya.
Ahoya.
Adawam.
Iwan.
Wayashama Aliyaham.
Wayashama Aliyaham.
Mawa Abba.
Mawa Abba.
Wahagarya.
Wahagarya.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa Amawad.
Wayamawad.
Amalak, Palashat, I.S.U.P.K,
Tazawar,
Gam Ashawar, Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Ayawa,
Zarawat, Labanya,
Labanya,
Lawat, Salah,
Salah,
Shalaham, Kamadya, Kasayasara'a, Kayabyan, Banakal, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa, Ayanda Ira, Hayawa, Daman, La Arma, Shayatamwa, Nadi Yamawa, Ka'ara, Wakaza Abba, Wakaza Bak, Wakaza Zamanai, Call, Nasaya Kamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Nawa, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Gogala, Kakwash, Lapanyaraka, Ka'ash, Daba Ira Ya Ira, Wakala Haba, Salahat, Haryam, Khan, Daradakma, Basa Irika, Wabasa Wapaska, Dabahala, Mala'a, Hanyaham, Walawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Wa'ai, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya, Shamka, Yahawa, Labatka, Al Yawan, Al Kal HaRataza.
In the English, keep not thy silence. O God. Hold not thy peace. And be not still. O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. And consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation. That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelite. Of Moab. And the Hagari. The Baal. And Ammon. And Amalek. And the Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them. As unto the Midianites. As to Sarah. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kaisan. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb. And like Se'ed. Yea. All their princes. As Zabah. And as the Muna. Who said, let us take unto ourselves the houses of the Most High. In possession. Oh my God. Make them like a wheel. As the stubble before the wind. As the fire that burns the wood. As the flame that setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. And make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Lord. Let them be confounded. And trouble forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou. Whose name alone. Is Yahweh. Or the Most High. Over all the earth.
Star, space forward, Ejashabian, which means to sit. Clap it up, man. Clap it up for the prayers, man. I know y'all love them, man. Like I always say, man, you know them prayers hitting. Y'all feel that right there between y'all elbows, is a little bit of perspiration. That's mean the Lord is in the place. You know what I'm saying? What we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be going over Leviticus chapter 23. Now in Leviticus chapter 23, this is where all of the high holy days of Israel and the instruction of how we are to observe is discussed. The Most High gave Moses these instructions so that it would be passed down from generation to generation, from parents to children to grandchildren to great grand, and on and so forth, so that we will establish the kingdom on earth. The problem with that is, throughout time, we have turned our back to the Most High God. And with that, we weren't able to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments because we were put under the curses of Deuteronomy. Well, that day is over. We are right now trying to make sure that we can solidify and secure our spot in the kingdom by doing what the Most High God tells us to do. And what we're going to do today is we're going to show you and tell you exactly what Leviticus 23 tells us to do. And we're going to make sure that we solidify every high holy day and convocation so that we will never forget it, so that we can pass it on, just like the Bible tells us, from generation to generation.
And if it ain't in this chapter, it ain't a high holy day.
There it is.
There's so many people and so many other religions that teach, so many other days that are holy. They keep the new moon and the new 18th and the new 17th and the low holy day. This is the high holy days right here.
Right.
There's no deception. There's no confusion. These are the days to be remembered until our King comes back. All right, let's get it.
Oh God. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23 in the Hebrew. Where the bar Yahweh Mashal Amar, verse 2, the bar Banya Yashala wa Amarath Alaham Mawaidia Yahweh Ashar Darkora'a Atham Makara'a Qadash Allah Ham Mawaidia. Verse 3, Shashayath Yum Dasha'a Malaakia Malaaka Salaki Waba Yawam Hashabaya Aya Shabbat 1 Makara'a Qadash Ka Makala'a Ka La'a the Aishawa Shabbat Hawa'ab La Yahawah Bakar Mashabath Yakum. Verse 4, Allah Mawaidia Yahweh Makara'a Ya Qadash Ashar Lakara'awa Atham Bama Wa'adim. Verse 5, Bakadash Harashawan Ba'arabat Iha I.S.U.P.K Lachadash Bayan Hayarabium Pasach La Yahweh. Verse 6, Waba Chamash I.S.U.P.K Yawam Lachadash Hazah Chag Hamatazawath La Yahweh Shabbat Yom Matazawath Da Akawa. Verse 7, Bayawam Hara Ashwan Makara'a Qadash Yahaya Lakam Ka Malakath Abada La'a Ta'aishawa. Verse 8, Wahakarabtum Asham La Yahweh Shabbat Yum Bayawam Hashabayaya Makara'a Qadash Ka Malakath Abada La'a Ta'aishawa. Verse 9, where the bar Yahweh Mashallah Amar. Verse 10, the bar Banya Yasha'ala wa Marath Alaham Kayel Daba'a Harataza Ashar and Anaya Anya Salaki Nathan Lakam Wakora Wakwatazar Thum Ath Wakwataras Wakwatazara Thum. What's that crazy? Quata Quataza Yara, Waquataza Yara, Waham, Ba'athum, Ath, Imar, Ra'ashiath, Quatazar, Kum, A'al, Hakahan. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 1 in the English. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak unto who?
The children of Israel.
Speak unto the world.
Unto the children of Israel.
Speak unto America.
The children of Israel.
Speak unto the Chinese and the white people and the Africans and the Arabs.
The children of Israel.
This is specific. It's telling us who these things, who everything that's about to be stated is about to be for these people, who the children of Israel, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, according to the Bible and the prophecies. You understand? These are all high holy days. This chapter is meant specifically for us. Why? Because in the introduction, the first few sentences, it's just like a letter. When you write a letter, you say what you say at the top of the letter. Dear such and such.
Right.
And that's who you writing the letter to. So you can't say dear such and such. John, go pick up your letter and say, oh, this letter for me. When they got Tom on there, you John, you not Tom. The letter ain't for you, right? Keep going.
Come, and saying to them concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even these are my feasts. Verse 3: 6 days shall work be done, but the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is the Sabbath of the Lord and all your dwellings. Verse 4: these are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons.
What is the Sabbath? Anybody? Tell me what's the Sabbath. Mr. Mike? Say it to the mic.
The day of rest, 7 days.
What is a day of rest? What does that mean? If your job says, hey, you got a day of rest, what that mean to you?
You off.
It's an off day. You got 6 days to work. But you got a day that your slave master can't tell you to go to work.
Right.
How it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be where there's a mandatory day that you have off. In this place, I see people working 14. I see people working 3 months on, 2 months off. I see people doing all that. The Bible tells you that you are off on the Sabbath day. That's what God commanded.
Right.
Now, on your off day, what can you do? What can you do on your off day?
Whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want. People tell you that you can't do nothing on the Sabbath. You just got to sit up in the house. You can't turn no lights on. Can't watch no TV. Can't send no text messages. You better not do nothing. It's your off day. So now I'm off and I can't wash clothes. That's not work. I don't get paid to wash clothes. I don't get paid to cut my grass. This is the only time I can cut my grass. That's why the Lord gave me this day so that I can go and cut my grass. But they're trying to keep you in bondage on your off day. This is your time of rest. So you can do whatever you want to do on this day. Y'all understand that? Okay. All right, next.
Verse 5: in the 14th day, first month at even, is the Lord's Passover.
Now we know what the Lord's Passover is. The Lord's Passover. So we remember that when the Lord freed us out of the land of Egypt.
Right.
So what are we doing? We're remembering a victory that we got over our enemy.
Right.
Right? What is Independence Day? What is it? Ron? It's a war victory of our oppressors celebrating their victory over their oppressors. They're celebrating the defeat of someone else. Well, we are celebrating the defeat of the Egyptians.
Right.
Because the Lord freed us out of the hand of the Egyptians. God loves everybody. Well, why do we celebrate the death of our enemies every year if God loved everybody. The Bible says that an Egyptian can't move his mouth against an Israelite. He a dog. A dog can't move his tongue against the children of Israel. So God loved everybody? No. God loves you.
Right.
And you're going to remember it every year and teach your children that every year for Passover. You're going to remind your children how obedient our ancestors were. What did they have to do to get saved? They had to put blood over the door. If there was no blood over the door, what happened? You died. So if you was an Israelite and you heard Moses say, hey, put the blood around the doorpost, and you said, oh man, I ain't putting no blood around my door, you died. If you didn't have blood around your doorpost, you died. So now we remember how important it was to follow orders. Keep going.
Verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread. Unto the Lord 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread.
Now, what is that to remember? We remember when we left Egypt, we were in the wilderness, and when we left out of Egypt, we were cooking. Right before we left, they said, y'all need to get all y'all stuff and get out of here right now. It happened so quick, the bread didn't have enough time to rise. So when we packed up all the bread, we had bread that hadn't risen. We get in the wilderness to eat what we had to eat for 7 days. Corn tortillas, flat bread. Now just imagine, every year that you do the unleavened bread, you see why you have to remember it. Because that's not a light thing. Eating that unleavened bread for 7 days, what you got to do? You start making unleavened chocolate chip cookies.
Right.
Unleavened, you got to put some flavor to that thing.
Right.
Why? Because when they was in the wilderness, they had to struggle and eat that for 7 days. So that's why the Lord wants you to remember, this ain't a light thing. It ain't just unleavened bread. It was a sacrifice.
Right.
And it was something that we had to do, and you have to do it to remember it. Why does the Lord want you to remember these things? So you won't repeat it. You know why we keep falling into sin? Because we don't know the history. We don't know it. Now our children are going to know it, and they are not going to repeat because we are breaking the chain of the curses that we've been taught.
That's right.
Keep going.
Verse 7. In the first day ye shall have an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 8. But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. 7 days in the day and holy convocation, ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 9. And the Lord spake unto Moses.
I could, real quick, I just want to just point something out. The oppressor that the Bible, well, the oppressor that we live with today in America, the devil that the Bible speaks of,
Right.
One thing that they like to do is they like to call everybody off on their holy days,
Right.
on their holidays. You know what I'm saying? This is one thing we got to notice. For one, is that everything that you see mirrored in America is mirrored from the Bible, from your culture. You understand? So we're the salt of the earth. Everything that we do, other people copy from us. So the fact that when they have their so-called festivals and holy day or holidays rather, and they let you off of work, but they don't let us off of work on ours, that's the same reason why Egypt failed. Y'all got to remember that, because they wanted to go celebrate their holy days, and Pharaoh wouldn't let them. And then the Lord struck Egypt down. Now, what we trying to do every year, we trying to make sure that we celebrate our holy days. And I got brothers right now, even me at one point, where it was a point where I could not come to the holy day. Why? Because the oppressor was holding that servile work on my head. The Bible says I should not do no work therein.
Right.
The Bible was telling Moses that, and Moses was telling the people that, and the people knew that. That's why Moses was trying to petition for his people to have that holy day, so that they could go celebrate it for the Most High God and worship the Most High God. Right. in the wilderness. Right. Pharaoh didn't let them, and the Pharaoh not letting us now. And guess what? They gonna receive the same fate. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah.
That's right. Verse 9. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 10, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye be come into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest. That's the beginning.
First fruit. That's what we here for today.
Right.
What is this?
Right.
This is to let you know that okay, when we have what we do, this is the spring season, right? So now you get the first fruit of your harvest. But the first fruit of your harvest goes to who?
Anybody?
Who does the first fruit of your harvest go to? You grown up your field has been flourishing, and now you coming out there to get the first fruit of your harvest. Who does it go to?
Microphone.
The Lord.
Goes to the Lord. It's just like your tithe.
That's right.
What is this helping you understand? The Lord give it, the Lord take it away.
Right.
See, in your mind, you think it belongs to you because it's yours. The Lord is telling you it belongs to Him. It's just like that check you get. The oppressor reminds you that that money belongs to him. You're just working for him. Because what does he do? He's a partner in the work that you do. Now, where the hell is Uncle Sam at when I'm moving these boxes? Where the hell is he at when I'm driving his truck? Why is he getting a percentage of my check, though? Because you work for him. Well, you work for the Lord. And what you get, you give it to him first. Because what did Christ say? Give unto Caesar what is Caesar, and give unto the Lord what is the Lord.
That's right.
If you belong to the Lord, then that tithe belongs to the Lord, and the first fruits belong to the Lord, because that's what the Lord asks for from you.
Right.
You understand? What are we doing? We're remembering this. We're remembering how our nation kept good. What did this do? We take all of this, put this in a storehouse. We take the first fruits from everybody and put it in the storehouse. Now, when a famine come up, what do we got in the storehouse? We got goods.
Right.
We got the first from the whole nation stored up for our people. That's what the Lord is showing you, that everything that he does is for a reason. What you doing is for nothing. It's going to get blue on. But what the Lord wants you to do, you do it because he's asking you to do it, and it has a bigger purpose than what you can see. Keep going.
I don't know where to look.
All right.
Okay.
With that, I imagine, which means to stand, we in our liberty. Malakia, Ban Yahawah, Ban Yasha'Allah. Yahab, Hashem Yahweh Shabrakatah. La Yasha'Allah. Whereas Yeshadi, which means to sit. Let's start there. You go to 11, go to 11 to 11 to 20, 20, 15,
11 to 20? This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 11 in the Hebrew. YAHANNA. Ath, Ha'imar, Lapanya, Yahweh, Laratazan, come, Makarath, Hashabath, Yanayap Noah, HaKahan, verse 12, Wa'ai Shayatham, Bayawam, Hanayapkam, Ath, Ha'imar, Kabash, Damayam, Ban, Shanathwa, La'ila, La Yahweh, verse 13, Wa Manakathwa, Shanya, Aisharanyam, Salath, Balawala, Bashaman, Asha, La Yahweh, Rayak, Nat, Nayak, Nayakak, Nayakak, Wanasaka, Yayan, Rabaya Ith, Hahayan, verse 14, Walakam, Wakwaya, Wakaramal, La'ab, Ta'akawa, Id, Itazam, Hayawam, Hazah, Id, Habaya Akam, Ath, Paraban, Alahaya, come. So like Alahaya come. Kakwath, Iwalam, Ladarath, Ladarathya come. Bakal, Mashabathya come. Verse 15. Was Saparatham, Lakam, Ma Makarath, Hashabath, Mayawam, Habaya Akam, Ath, Imar, Hathan Wapa, Shabai, Shabawath, the Mayamath, the Ha Yayana. Verse 16. I, Makarath, Hashabath, Hashabayath, Dasaparwa, Kamashiam, Yawam, Wahak, Horaptam, Manakah, Qadash, Qadasha, La Yahweh. Verse 17. Ma Mawashabath, Yakam. Ma Mawashabath, Yakam. The Baya Awa, Lakam, the Nawapa, Shayatham, Shatyam, Shanya, Aisharanyam, Salath, the Hayayana, Kamataza, the Apayana, Bakarium, La Yahweh. Verse 18. Waha Horaptam, Io, Halakam, Shaba'if, Kabashim, the Mayamum, Banya, Shana, Wapar, Bun, Bakwar, Akkad, Wa'alayam, Shanyam, Yahayawa, Ila, La Yahweh, Wamanakatham, Wanasakyaham, Asha, Rayak, Nayak, Nayakah, La Yahweh. Verse 19. Wa'aishayatham, Sha'ayar, Isaiah, Akkad, Lakata'ath, Washanya, Kabashim, Banya, Shana, Lazabak, Shalayam, what's like it, Shalamyam. Verse 20. Wahanayap, Hakahan, Atham, Il, Lakam, Habakawarium, the Nawapa, Lafanya, Yahweh, Il, Shanya, Kabashium, Qadash, Yahayawa, La Yahweh, La Kahan. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 11 in the English. And he shall wave the sheaf before the Lord to be accepted for you. On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it. Verse 12. And ye shall offer that day, when ye wave the sheaf, and he lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering unto the Lord. Verse 13. And the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10 deals of fine flour, mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto the Lord for a sweet savor.
Hold on, we got a new offering. Yeah, that's the old offering. That's another lamb that's been slain.
It is.
We got another sacrifice that was made. That was our king's death.
That's right.
And now our king is the first fruit. Our king is the first fruit of them that died. What is that? He showed us, he gave us his life. He gave the best of himself. Now, what do? You give up your life
Right.
to live for him. The problem is you want to live your own life. You want to live for yourself. Therefore, you're going to die for yourself. But if you live for Christ, then you'll live with him. Somebody give me Revelation 14 and 4.
You got it? Microphone.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 14, verse 4. These are they which were not defiled with women.
Read 3 first.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 14, verse 3. And they sung as it were a new song,
They sung a new song.
as if it were a new
They
song.
sung as if it were a new song. See, what we saying right now to some people sounds new. Because for so long you've been lied to. We've heard, lies in the Christian church. And now it sounds like what we're saying is new. This new doctrine. And we're saying this as if it were a new song. Keep going.
Before the throne
Go ahead.
and before the four beasts and the elders. And the men could learn that song, but the 144,000,
Who were the people that could learn it?
the men, and no men,
And how many men?
no men
Go ahead.
could learn that song, but the
Let
144,000.
me tell you something. The reason that you can't get an understanding from everybody is because no man can understand that unless you see what the scripture just said. That's the only way you can get it. Keep going.
Which were redeemed from the earth.
Keep going.
Verse 4. These are they which were not defiled with women.
They are not defiled with what?
Women.
The brother asked a question earlier today about this. Being defiled with women. He said, what about when the Bible says that a man can only have one wife? This is how you know this ain't the wife that it's not talking about. Because if that's the case, if you got a child, you can't get the kingdom. If you married to a woman, you can't get the kingdom. That's not what this is saying. These are they that understand the song. These are they that put off the old man and became a new man. Keep going.
For they are virgins.
They are what?
Virgins.
Oh, they what?
Virgins.
What that mean? They clean. They pure. That's what you come in here to do. You come in here to get clean, to get purified, and to offer yourself up as a sacrifice the same way Christ offered himself up.
That's right.
You want to offer yourself up as the first fruit the same way he offered himself up as the first fruit.
Mm.
Keep going.
These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth.
They do what?
Follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth.
Yeah. You follow the Lamb wherever you go. We can tell that you follow him by what you do, not what you say, because a mouth will say anything. And now your actions is going to show who you really ride for, who you really with. And that is done by coming in here and changing your life. In the old days, we gave a lamb and we gave, the offering. Now you give your life. Now you give you. That's your offering now. You offer yourself up, and whatever you were doing and however you were living that made you comfortable, you were comfortable with 3 blunts, with 6 blunts a day. 2 morning blunts, a blunt in the middle of your shift. Then you get off work and smoke another blunt, take a shower, smoke another blunt, then smoke 2 more blunts before you go to bed. That's what you used to do. Then you say, nah, I don't want to do that no more. Now I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to change my life and I'm going to be a new person for who? For myself?
Christ.
For my family? For my friends? No, for Christ. That is a sacrifice. And you will be the first fruit. You will be the first of your family. You'll be the first of your kind to be so selfless that you give yourself and all of what you want to do for your life up for another man. Who else did that? The first fruit, Christ. Now you are like Christ. You're not talking like him. You're being like him.
Right.
You understand? All right. I'm done with that. Go ahead.
Verse 13. And the meat offering thereof shall be 2 deals of fine flour, mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto the Lord, for a sweet savor, and drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the 4th part of an hin. Verse 14. And ye shall eat neither bread, nor parched corn, nor green ears, until the selfsame day that ye have brought an offering unto your God. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings. Verse 15. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering, 7 Sabbaths shall be complete. Verse 16. Even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall ye number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Lord. Verse 17. Ye shall bring out of your habitations 2 wave loaves of 2 deals. They shall be of fine flour. They shall be baken with leaven. They are the first fruits unto the Lord. Verse 18. And ye shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams. They shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord, with their meat offering and their drink offerings, even an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Lord. Verse 19. Then ye shall sacrifice 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offerings. Verse 20. And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Lord. With the 2 lambs, they shall be holy to the Lord for the priest.
What you hearing right here is the instructions that were given to the priest to do the work. So many women say that they want to preach and do the work of God. I can minister. You know what ministering is? It's service, right? It's work. Ministry is service. Well, the service of the priesthood was blood all over the floor. Killing lamb. It was a slaughterhouse. You were killing lamb. You were killing doves. You were killing chicken. You were killing bulls. And throwing them on the fire and frying them and cooking them up and then, throwing them away or eating them. That's what the service of God is. So when you think about God and the work of God, know it's a bloody job. Don't think it's cute and, hallelujah and singing and organs, and don't think that, because that's not what the service of God was. The service of God was bloody. And what you are reading here is all the bloody mess that the priest had to go through and how they had to wash their hands up to the elbow. It was very particular how they dealt with everything because they had to be clean as they took your sacrifice in, because you were unclean, because you sinned. So when you sin, now I gotta get my hands dirty in your sin and wash and kill this lamb, take it up, pray for the Lord, before the Lord, to offer this. That's what it was. It wasn't no but the Lord know my heart. You know, he ain't gonna care if I got a little sin on me. If a priest went in the holies of holies with a little sin on him, guess what happened to him? He dropped dead right there. Right there. Drop dead. This ain't a see, when you think about the work of the Lord, it's friendly and nice now. No, it was life and death. Because the God of the Bible does not play. You play. Right. God don't. Right. Go ahead.
And so like it, sir, is heavy that you say that about the women in the ministry, because imagine you coming up trying to give your sin offering, and she like, I'm on my flower. So she not even there.
She can't even do
She
the
can't
work
even
because
she
she on her site.
can't even do the work.
She can't even do the work. That's how you know the work ain't for the woman to do. It's too bloody. You don't want to be in there with a whole bunch of sheep and goats and bulls every day, all your life. You know, if you was a Levite, you didn't have a choice to be a doctor, a carpenter. You was a Levite, you only had one profession: priest. You was at the house of Aaron, that's all you could be, was a priest. You could be nothing else. I don't care how much aspiration you had for carpentry and art. You wanna draw and play music. Oh, you better get in here and learn how to kill these lambs. Right. You better get in here and learn how to roll your sleeves up, because we gotta make sacrifice for the people. That's the work of God. Don't forget that, sister. When you think about what your men do, remember the work of God is still as bloody as it was in the back in that day. Because we go to camp and we have to physically put our hands on people sometimes. And we don't want you out there. We don't want to say, hey, sister, get back. This nigga got a gun. We don't want to have to worry about you. We want to be able to assess the threats and deal with them on our own without you even have to ever roll your sleeves up. That's right. Y'all understand that? So don't ever want to be a man. Be happy being a woman and folding them clothes up and washing them dishes and doing whatever you're doing in the house. Because what we got to do out there is something that you don't want to do. Just like we don't want to deal with them pampers, you don't want to deal with these niggas on the street. All right? That's it? All right, that's it. All right, with that, Imagine, please proceed. Oh, yeah, you count it. Next up.
Mike.
Qadash, ban Yahawah, ban SHALAM. Yahawah ban SHALAM.
YAHANNA.
And with that, SKYPE.
Leviticus 22. Oh, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 22. Verse 21.
What? Read it better like this. I don't know. What? Wakwara Atham. Ba'ai Kazam. Hayawan. Hazak. Makwara. Qadash. Yahaya. Lakam. Call. Malak. Malaka. Malaka. Ibada. La'a. Da Aishawa. Kakwat. I will love. Bakal. Mawash. Mawashabat. Yakam. Ladora Yakam. Verse 22. Wabakwat Tazar Kam. Ah. Quataza Yard. Quataza Yard. Arataza Kam. La'a. Sa Kala. Pa'at. Shadaka. Bakwataza Ka. Walakwat. Quataza Yaka. Quataza Yorka. La'a. Da Lakwat. La Ain Naya. Wa Lagor. Sa Aiza Atam. Anaya. Yahweh. Allah Yakam. Verse 23. Waha Dabar. Wayad Dabar. Yahweh. All. Masha'ah. La Amor. Verse 24. Dabar. All. Banya. Yasha'Allah. La Amor. Ba Qadash. Ha Shabaya. Ya. Ba Akkad. La Qadash. Yahaya. La Kam. Shah Batawan. Zakaran. Zakarwan. Tharawa Iha. Makara. Qadash. Verse 25. Call. Mala Akar. Mala Akar. Ibada. La'a. Da Aisha. Wa. Da Aisha Wa. Waha. Korab. Thumb. Asha. La Yahweh. Verse 26. Waya Dabar. Yahweh. All. Masha. La Amor. Verse 27. Ak. Ba Ashawar. La Qadash. Hashabaya Aya. Hazah. Yawan. Ha Kapor. Ha Kaporium. Hawa'a. Makora. Makora. Qadash. Yahaya. Lakam. Wa I I Nayatham. Wa Ain Yatham. Ata. Napasha Napashat Yakam. Waha Quora Batham. I.S.U.P.K. La Yahweh. Verse 23. Verse 28. Wakal Malakat La'a Tha Aishawa Ba'aitazam Ba'aitazam Hayawam Haiza Kaya Yawam Kaparium Haiwa La Kapar Al Yakam Lapanya Yahweh Allah Yamka Allah Yakam. Verse 29. Kayakal Ha Napash Ashor La'a the Aina Atazam Ba Atazam Ha Yawam Haiza Wa Na Karat Wa Na Karatha Wa Na Karatha Ma'ain Yaha. Verse 30. Wakal Ha Napash Ashor the Aisha call Malaha Mala'aka Ba'aitazam Hayawam Haiza Waha Abba Waha Abadathia Waha Ahabadathia At Hanapash Ha Hawa Ma Makwara Ainha. Verse 21. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 21. And ye shall proclaim on the self same day that it may be an holy convocation unto you. Ye shall do no servile work therein. It shall be a statute forever in all your dwellings throughout your generations. It shall be a statute forever in all your dwellings throughout your generations.
So when we say that you're supposed to be teaching your children this, it's not because we just want to make sure that we're just saying it. It's because the Most High said not only are we supposed to do it, but we're supposed to teach our children throughout our generations and throughout all our dwellings. Meaning no matter where we at, whether we in the land or out the land. This is what the scriptures say. So we don't have to be in the land. A lot of people out here all the time say, I won't celebrate Passover because we ain't in the land yet. We got to get in the land before we can really do it. No, we don't. The scripture said it from the beginning throughout all our dwellings. A dwelling is where you live, where you stay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you don't gotta wait for the Lord to do what the Lord tell you to do. Parents, hey, who a parent in here? Raise your hand. Y'all got kids. When you tell your children to do something, do you want your child to wait until you have to come tell them again to do it, or you want to do what you tell them to do the first time you tell them to do it? What does a parent want to do? What does a parent expect Anybody? Oh, it's an easy answer. Really rhetorical at this point. Wrong. To obey without having to. Who said to be obedient? Same thing. To obey, to be obedient, without me having to come tell you again. The Lord shouldn't have to come down through crack the clouds just to say, "Hey, you celebrate Passover? Did you celebrate the Feast of First Fruits? But did you teach your kids? Oh, okay, it ain't time yet. I'm gonna be back later." The Bible don't say that. The Bible tell us what to do, and we're supposed to do it. And we're supposed to teach it. And we're supposed to do it wherever we at, and we're supposed to do it forever. Period. Point blank. Period. No comma. No continuance.
Verse 22. And when you reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean riddance of the corners of thy field when thou reapest, neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor and to the stranger. I am the Lord your God.
What is this saying? When you have your own land, you leave the things on the outside of right up by the gates. You leave that for the poor people, so that the poor can have something to eat. We so selfish and so self-centered that we always want to scrape up every little scoundrel of scruff of meat and corn or whatever. The Lord is telling you not to do that. He said that stuff that's around the gate, that belongs to them. The first of your fruit belongs to me, and that around your gate belongs to the poor. You get everything in the middle and take that in the house or sell that. Because there is law in our in our law. Sorry. There's brotherhood in our law. That's what this is all about, brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? And if we was to think like that, we were to think like that to where we, even with our own things, made provision for other people, it would be there wouldn't be as much robbing as it is today. If a poor man could walk up the street and you had apple trees and oranges and plums and pear trees, and they could reach over and get them, they wouldn't bust you upside the head in the middle of the night because they're hungry. And that's how the Lord made sure that, we never offended each other with our riches. All right, keep going.
Verse 20.
Hold on, go ahead. I'm like, what?
And so like you, sir, and that's why the Christian church is so wicked. Because they saying the laws are done away with, and when you say that, this is one of the laws. Why would Christ come and die to get rid of this law? I can see you like eating pork, no sweat. You like adultery, no sweat. So for you, Christ came, he got rid of those things. But what about this right here? What's the reason why Christ would die to get rid of this law that is specifically for poor people? Given at a time when nobody had any money. This is in the wilderness, like Shapat said, this is in the wilderness. The first 40 Passovers was kept outside the land. The first 40. So to sit there and say you can't keep this law because we're not in our land is ridiculous. Then for him to get rid of this law right here that feed now you don't got to worry about giving food to the poor. You don't have to worry about your charitable donations. You don't have to worry about taking pictures of the food you're giving people and shaming poor people when they can just come up and get the things that's hanging over. Know what I'm saying? So a man can come get something for his family and keep his dignity while he's at it. And it's built in the law. That's all I want to say, sir. Salaki.
Verse 23. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying,
Hold up, wait a minute. Bible Kashad, Salaki. There was one thing that we kind of glazed over real quick. I just want to just read the last six words of that last scripture that we just had.
I am the Lord your God.
When the Lord give you instruction and then he follow it up with I am the Lord thy God, he say, I'm your daddy. Right. Like this like a double down. This ain't no just no, hey, go empty out the trash. Go empty out the trash, boy, I'm your daddy. Right. Like parents, we know that. We should feel that in our bones because we do it every day. So if we do it every day and we know how it feels to have to say that and what we expect when we say it, then we should know what the Lord expects when He says that. I am the Lord thy God. That's a overt reminder of who you playing with if you don't do it. Right.
Verse 24. Verse 24. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, in the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month, shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of trumpets, and holy convocation. Verse 25. Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. Verse 26. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 27, also on the 10th day of this 7th month there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be a holy convocation unto you, and you shall afflict your souls, and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
Okay, so before we get back going to the Day of Atonement, what we also spoke of is the memorial, the blowing of the trumpets. Now we will go into that a lot more in depth when we come to the High Holy Day, but the memorial, the blowing of trumpets is basically us trying to commemorate the importance of trumpets and communication and awareness in the nation. You understand? This is something that's very important. As important as your alarm clock is every morning when you got to go to work. That's important for you to. All of us who go to the slave, we understand that we need that alarm clock to wake up, or else we'll sleep right through work and we'll be punished for it. Right. We'll snooze right through it and we'll be punished for it, and it may hurt us. The same thing with the blowing of the trumpets. I won't go too far in the depth in it, but it's very important. And when we get to the blowing of the trumpets, we're gonna talk about it for sure. Go ahead. Now we were moving right along into the Day of Atonement. The Day of Atonement, it says we are supposed to afflict our souls. Right. It's not a day where we are supposed to openly. We're gonna go into that, but matter of fact, keep reading.
Verse 28. Mm-hmm. And ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord your God.
Now wait a minute. We got a day of afflicting ourselves. Mm-hmm. You live in America. Every day that America gives you is a day of gluttony and of reveling and partying and turning up. It's a celebration. We got a day where the entire nation fasts. That show you what kind of God we serve. Our God is telling us on today, nobody eat or drink. Now just think about that. Just imagine as a parent, you wake up and you tell your kids, today, we're not eating or drinking for a whole day. Your kid's gonna look at you like you are insane. Like, what's wrong with you? Well, that's what our God said. He said, once a year, you're not going to eat for a full day. From sundown to sundown, you're not going to eat or drink. Why? To afflict your soul, to show you that you don't need food or water to survive. Your life is about food and water and clothes. Everything that you do is for food, water, and clothes. Now he's telling you, you don't need it. I'm going to show you. None of you are going to eat or drink. He's teaching you what's the most important thing to him? Obedience. Because I provide the food, the water, and the clothes, and I provide the breath. So now, don't eat, don't drink. That right there puts a level of selflessness in us. It teaches us how to be content. When it's over with, the next time you get hungry and you think you got to go and get that burger in the middle of the night, you say, man, I ain't even eat for a whole day one day this year. I don't need that damn burger. I'm going to sleep. Because that's what you did when you was hungry doing atonement. That bed, you get to laying up in that bed. You get to appreciating them pillows and that fan. Get to appreciating little things. because you're not always focused on gluttony and having everything that you want all the time. So the Lord reminds us of our hardship, and he gives us a day to afflict ourselves with hardship. Just in case we done had too many good days, now this day don't eat or drink. That's the God we serve. All right? Keep going.
Like if I could.
Go ahead.
And one more thing, another practical thing that the Lord has done with the Day of Atonement. If you can stop something as important as eating and drinking, you know how important it is to eat and drink. You know how important. I know you know how important it is because every day you wake up, your stomach be growling. You be like, ooh, wee, or your mouth be dry. You be like, God dang, I gotta boop 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 boop. You hit the refrigerator. You don't even close the door. You know what I'm saying? You want to drink that bad. If you can stop eating and drinking, guess what else you can stop? Stop smoking weed. Guess what else you can stop? Stop abusing your kids, your wife, your husband. You know what else you can stop? You can stop all that sin that the Christian church says that you can't do, that we can't be perfect. You can do it. Why? Because one day after this year, guess what I stopped doing? The most important thing on the earth, and that's what the key to survival, eating and drinking. I stopped it one day for a whole 24 hours. Didn't do any of it. Now, if you can do that, you can stop any goddamn thing. You know what the Christian church love to say? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, but they ain't doing nothing that strengthens them. Meanwhile, we doing what Christ did. Christ did it a whole lot worse than us. He 40 days and 40 nights. All the Lord requires of us is one day. You can do that, right? You can do that for Christ, right? You can do that for the Most High, right? Well, just do it for Christ, the Most High, and your damn self, and your children, and the people who can't do it. Go ahead.
Verse 29. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people. Verse 30. And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people.
Now this show you how evil the oppressor is. That's right. Because see, the oppressor is going to make you try to work on a day where you can't even eat or drink, knowing you ain't gonna be able to do it. You think the oppressor don't know about the Day of Atonement? They just stole every other thing that we got, and you think they forgot about this one? They gonna make it work. You're gonna have to take off your sick, you're gonna have to use a sick day, you're gonna have to call in, you're gonna have to do all this just to follow what the Lord. And guess what? They're gonna try to penalize you for it. The problem is that if we don't start following what the Most High God tells us to do, then we're not gonna be able to have the seat of the seat of power in the kingdom and on earth. See, we want to be able to, and you know what? The Bible says, when the wicked are in rulership, the world shall mourn, but when the righteous are in rulership, the world shall rejoice. Paraphrase. What we got to understand is that if we keep doing what the Lord tells us to do, then we're going to be put in the position of the power where we can make everybody do these things that the Lord says, and won't nobody have to feel no kind of way. We won't even oppress the people who need to be oppressed when the Lord tell us not to oppress nobody. When the Lord tell us that, hey, no work being done today, nobody got to do work. Because the Lord says nobody's doing work. Or else, if you do work, you're going to get destroyed. Yep. If you eat, you're going to be cut off from your people. That's so important that we just got to make sure that we're doing exactly what the Lord tells us to do, or else we're going to suffer consequences that we don't want to do, especially after we are born again, after we have died to ourselves, to our old selves. We need to make sure that we're teaching our children this so that they don't have to ever suffer the way we suffer. That's it. With that, I'm out. You stand. YAHANNA. YAHANNA, YAHANNA, SHALAM. Yahweh Bashim Yahushabrakatah. Lashawan. Shop, which means to sit. We'll start at verse 31. Take it all the way to 40. Well, you know what? You can I want you to read the 44. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. Leviticus 31, 23. Yeah, Leviticus 23. It's the, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 31 in the Hebrew. Call Mala'ak, Salakia, Mala'aka, La'a, the I.S.U.P.K, Kakwath, Awalan, La Dara, Salakia, La Darath, La Darathikum, Bakal, Mashabath, Yakam. Verse 32, Shabbath, Shabbathun, Hawa'at, Lakam, Wa Anayatum, Anayatum, Ad, Napashat Yakam, Ba Tashat Aha, La Qadash, Ba Arab, Ma Arab, Id Arab, Tha Shabbathwa, Shabbathkum. Verse 33, Waya Dabar, Yahweh, Al Mashah, La Amar. Verse 34, Dabar, Al Banya, Yasharala, La Amar, Ba Kamashah, Aishara, Yawam, La Qadash, Ha Shabaya, Ha Shabaya Aya, Hazah, Kag, Ha Sakawa, Shabai, Yam Yam, La Yahweh. Verse 35, Ba Yawam, Ha Ra'ashwan, Makwara'a, Qadash, Ka Mala'ath, it's like it, Mala'akat, that's like it, Mala'akat, Abadah, Ala'ah, the I.S.U.P.K, verse 36, Shabbai, Yam Yam, the Quara Aisha, La Yahweh, Ba Yahweh, Yawam, Ha Shamayanya, Ma Quara'a, Qadash, Yahaya, Lakam, Wa ha Korabat, no, Wa ha Korabat, no, Korathum, Wa ha Korathum, Asha, La Yahweh, Itazara, Hawa'a, Call, Ma La'akah, Abadia, La'a, the I.S.U.P.K. Verse 37, Allah, Mawa'idya, Yahweh, Ashar, the
Quara Quara Atham Ma Quara Ma Quara Ya Qadash Laha Quara Ya Laha Quara Ya Asha La Yahweh Allah Wa Manaka Zabak Wa Nasakim the bar no it's like it the bar Yawam ba ba Yawam what verse 38 Malabad Sabata Yahweh wa ma labad Matan it's like it Matan wat Yakam wa ma labad call Nadar Yakam wa ma labad call Nadab wat Yakam Ashar the thun the Thunwa La Yahweh verse 39 Ak ba like it Ak ba Bakam Masha Bakamasha Ishar Yawam La Qadash Ha Sabaya Iwa Sabaya Aya Ba Asapkum Ah Sabawa Ah Ha Arataza Tha Kagag Tha Kagwa Ah Kag Yahweh Shabai Yam Yam Ba Yawam Ha Ra'ashwan Shabbatwan Waba Yawam Ha Samayanya Shabbatwan verse 40 Wala Kakwakya Wala Kwakatam Wala Kwakwatam Lakam Bayawam Ha Ra'ashwan Parya Itaza Hadar Kapat Thamarium Wa Anak Itaza Ibat Wa Arabia Nakal Wa Shamatham Wa Shamakatham Lapania Yahweh Allah Yakam it's like it Allah Hayakam Shabai Yam Yam verse 41 Wa Kagatham Athwa Kag La Yahweh Shabai Yam Yam Bashana Kakwat Awalam La Daratyakam Ba Qadash Ha Sabayaya Ha Sabayaya the Kagwa Athwa verse 42 Basaka the Shabwa Shabai Yam Yam Call Ha'azarak Ba Yasharala Yashabwa Basakat verse 43 Lama Ain Yada Yadawa Yada Iwa D oh Darathicum, Kaya, Basakawat, Awash, Abathia, Ath, Vanya, Yasharala, Baha, Watazayah, Awatham, Awatham, Ma'a, Ratazah, Matazarayim, Anya, Yahweh, Allah, Allahayakam. Verse 44. Waya Debar, Mashah, Ath, Madia, Yahweh, all, Banya, Yasharala. Verse 31. It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 31 in the English. Ye shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations, in all your dwellings.
So that's again, the Lord is doubling down forever throughout your generations and in all your dwellings. He's doubling down. So there ain't no getting away from it. Shouldn't have been no getting away from it from a historical standpoint, but here we are. Now that we know better, we do better. Ain't that what we say? So let's get it.
Verse 32. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls in the 9th day of the month at even. From even unto even shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. Verse 33. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 34, speak unto the children of Israel, saying, the 15th day of this 7th month shall be the feast of tabernacles, for 7 days unto the Lord. Verse 35, on the first day shall be in holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 36, 7 days ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be in holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 37.
So the Feast of the Tabernacle, which is the last holy day on the list. No, that's not the last one. It's one of the last ones. We gotta make sure that we understand that the Lord had us and our people to dwell in tabernacles at that time. Right now in America today, we dwelling in tabernacles right now. So we in the hood, we living in the ghettos, we in the barrios, we in these projects. You understand? This is how we living right now today. But we gotta understand that not only these feasts are going to be feasts that we uphold then, not only are these feasts that we're going to uphold today, but these are the same feasts that we're going to be upholding in the kingdom. So we just got to make sure that we keep these things in mind. We got to keep all of these things, like it says, forever, throughout our dwellings, wherever we go, no matter what time it is, no matter in time period rather, no matter who's doing it, we all got to do it. We got to teach our children. We got to teach our children to teach their children to teach their children to teach their children. And it's to be done forever. The Lord didn't say until I come back. He said forever. And that's what we're going to do.
Verse 37. These are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, to offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering, and a meat offering, a sacrifice, and drink offerings, everything upon his day. Verse 38. Beside the Sabbath, beside the Sabbaths of the Lord, and beside your gifts, and beside all your vows, and beside all your free will offerings, which ye give unto the Lord.
So what that's saying is that we're going to have to do our sacrificing, and it doesn't include the sacrificing that we already do. We can't say, oh man, I killed a bull the other day, so I did this the other day, so I ain't got to do it today. I didn't eat all day yesterday. I ain't eat or drink all day yesterday. It was a busy day. I ain't do it, so I ain't got to do it on Day of Atonement because I did it yesterday. Lord said, no matter what you be doing on your regular daily basis, you're going to have to do these on these days when they appointed at their appointed time. That's how he wants us to be coordinated and on time and in order and obedient. That's his command. And it's being repeated over and over and over and over and over again. Just like when you repeat yourself over and over and over again to your children. After that 56th time, it shouldn't be no confusion. I'm telling you to do it. I told you to do it. I told you to do it. I told you to do it. Now, once you do it the other way, now I can lay hat now. You go ahead. You earned this whooping because I told you 5 times. And now you didn't earn the whooping. Ain't you tired of getting whooping? I know I'm tired of getting whoopings. I know the whole nation is tired of getting whoopings. It's time for us to start being the good children of the Lord, being in His favor. That's what I like to do. Keep on.
Verse 39. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath. Verse 40. And ye shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook, and ye shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days. Verse 41. And ye shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever in your generations. Ye shall celebrate it in the 7th month. Verse 42. Ye shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that are Israel, it's like it. All that are Israelites.
All that are Americans.
All that are Israelites.
All that are people of earth.
All that are Israelites.
All that are black.
All that are Israelites.
All that are black or brown.
All that are Israelites.
What this telling us is these specific orders, specific instructions, specific culture created by the Lord for us to have for ourselves. So we can't go. We no longer have the opportunity or the wherewithal to say that we don't have a culture anymore. We don't know who we are. We can't say that no more. We are the Israelites, and as Israelites, we will do what the Bible tells us Israelites shall do. And this is one of them. Or this whole chapter rather is a list of the things that Israelites do. So if you call yourself an Israelite and you're not doing these things, then count your Israelitism short. Count your nationality short. You're not as much of an Israelite as you say you are. Can't be. Because the Bible says that this is what Israelites don't do. That's what the Bible says. Right? Go ahead.
Salaki was heavy about this too when it says all that are Israelites born. It didn't say the poor. It didn't say the rich are excluded from this. Like our laws were designed to have brotherhood in them and for us to have compassion in them. And when you have brotherhood and compassion and you put yourself through things like not day or dwelling in booths, especially for somebody who is not even rich but like well off, to go and dwell in the booth for 7 days, that builds character, that builds compassion. So when you see what your people going through, it puts you in a better state of helping, of caring about the poor, to where the government has it built in already that in our laws we get brotherhood and compassion. We don't got to worry about cross or all these things that our oppressor put out to try to give us pity, like food stamps and stuff. Like we have this built in the law where we're doing it with dignity. So like that's all I just want to add.
Another thing, that's a heavy point. Give him a hand. Another thing that it builds, humility. The Most High God hates a prideful person. paraphrase. That's one of the things the Most High God hates is pride. Pride comes before destruction. So he's embedded laws, statutes for us to prove our humility by doing and being obedient. We don't have a choice but to be humble by doing what the Most High God says, no matter if you're a poor man who does it anyway, or you're a rich man that has to humble himself down to do it. We all are going to be one. We're all going to be one body. We're going to feel each other's pain, and we're going to support one another, and we're going to be one body under Christ and under the Most High God.
Neither Jew nor Greek, male or female, bond nor free. We're all one in Christ Jesus. See, you want to make that mean that we love everybody. No, that means no matter how rich you are, how poor you are, you're going to have to not eat for a day. You're going to have to sleep in the booth. You're going to have to not eat leavened bread. You're going to have to do the same things that we all do because we're all the same. And this is the Lord bringing us all back together. No matter what our social class is, it's the Lord showing us that we're still one family. Go ahead, Ashana Pash.
So, like, if I could, what's so heavy too is that what these commandments, when we do them, that shows the earth that we have humility, and that's the reason why we're the ones that need to rule over them, right? Because there won't be famine in the land, there won't be disease throughout the earth. You understand? There won't be the disgusting things that are oppressive. There won't be, the rich getting richer and the poor getting poor. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to consider these things because you know what? We know what it's like to be poor. You understand? So you Moabites, after y'all serve out y'all time, right? We're going to put y'all in y'all land. Y'all going to do what we say to do, but we won't starve y'all. You see what I'm saying? So like it, sir.
A Moabite was made to serve out. Can you just watch a Moabite right now in their own land? They work in sweatshops. Right now, a Moabite is a perfect example of what all nations are supposed to do. Like they got too much freedom right now, and it's hurting them. It's the liberty that they have is destroying them. That's why they're destroying the world. They should be more like the Moabites. Everybody should just know how to work. Shouldn't get over a certain weight. You know the Moabites. You don't see a lot of obese Moabites. You know why? Because they made to work. And that's what everybody's going to be made to work. Is that it? Go ahead.
And it won't be no need for voting either. You ain't no need to vote when the ruling class already has a government established and we got rules that's been established of old. We don't have to vote on rules. The rules is established. Ain't no poverty. Ain't no destruction. The world is rejoicing. Why we need to vote anymore? Like right
now. I can't let you keep saying that. There is going to be poverty, but it's not going to be bad poverty. There's going to be poor people, and there's going to be the rich getting richer. But the poor people won't go a day without food. They won't go, and they won't have to stay on the streets. They won't have to. The poor people in the kingdom of heaven will be happy to be poor in the kingdom of heaven. They'll be so happy. You know what they'll say? I don't see no black supremacy. Ain't no black people got no supremacy over me. This is I love this place. No, the reason I'm in this condition is because of my fathers. They're gonna say what you say right now. I don't see no white. I don't see color. You're gonna know you made it when a white man, when a East Indian say, I don't see color. Jesus is black. He ain't gotta be East Indian. He ain't gotta look like me. These people are the best people to ever. Can you imagine how it feels to be a white man and after all you've done to black people, all the good they have to say about you? Can you just imagine, white people? You evil for speaking evil of the white man. Now imagine what the world gonna be like when you have slaves and your slaves have nothing but good things to say about you. That's the kingdom of heaven now. It's going to be beautiful. You want your children to be saved, you should want us to rule the world. If you want to raise up a clean environment, you want to go green, go black. That's what you need to do. You need blacks and Hispanics ruling the world because we're the best people on the earth. How do I know? Because God said it.
Verse 42. Ye shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths. Verse 43. That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. Verse 44. And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Lord.
Christ. Get those ahead, everybody. These are the feasts of the Lord. And what we gonna do? We gonna teach them, and we gonna honor them and keep them. When? Forever.
Right.
To who? All our generations. Where? Throughout all our dwelling. Period. And what he said at the end, I am the Lord thy God. And what did Moses do? He didn't say Moses ain't asked no questions. They don't got no verse 43 and a half where Moses was like, okay, so am I supposed to? Nah. He got straight to it in verse 44. And that's what we should do. Get straight to it. With that, I imagine it means to stand.
Lashawan.
YAHANNA. Nah, Kevin. Do it up.
How about Shimmy out shop around y'all? Y'all about Shimmy out shop rock y'all? How 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 about Shimmy out shop rock y'all? Y'all about Shimmy out shop rock y'all? How about Shimmy out shop rock y'all? Y'all about Shimmy out shop rock y'all? How about Shimmy out shop rock y'all?
Wrong. Wrong.
How about Shimmy out shop rock y'all?
Get wrong.
How about Shimmy out shop rock y'all?
Wrong.
All right, that's it. Oh, come on. He got the salute.
Amaya to the sisters, which means to stand. Like, all right. Amaya Wapanyaha Kudum, Saw, which means to turn and face the east. We're going to close out with the Lord's Prayer, first in the Hebrew. Abano. Shabbat Shemayim. Qadash. I.S.U.P.K. Yahweh. Malakwatka. Raba'ah. Ratzaika. I.S.U.P.K. Baratazah. Kawah. Hashemayim. That's the letter one. Call. Yawam. Rasalakanawa. Rasalaknawa. Wala'ah. Sabiya Anawa. Manasaya Fall. Hawashaynawa. Mayan. Rad. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Ha'ala. Mahataparat. I will love you. And man.
In the English, all fathers, Jordan heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Star, please turn forward. Sisters, Yeshabim, which means to sit. Men of Israel, one courtesy salute to the teachers and the brothers. Men of Israel, Amayim Shabbat, Imadyam, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Rakatah, Yad Matah, Saul, face the sisters. Sisters, please stand. Men of Israel, one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amayim Shabbat, Imadyam, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Yad Matah, dismissed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Use.